Hi everybody, welcome back. We are going to work on our Mindsets and Behaviors alignment assignment today. And so I'm going to take you through a couple of different things before we do that. If you go into the ASCA model, and you can see here I'm not logged in, so all of this is free. You can click on About ASCA, click on Mindsets and Behaviors, and this pops up. You have two webinars. Those are also linked in today's class. You have the Mindsets and Behavior skills, which are here if you click on this little link here. And then there's also a program planning tool. It's a little more in depth, but you don't have to get into that at this point. This is looking back at the old way we used to do it with the student standards. So here are our new Mindsets and Behaviors. So as you can see, everything here is just an explanation, but everything you're looking at comes under the domains of academic, career, or social emotional. That's sort of your foundation. And then you have your mindset standards. So what are the different mindsets? Belief in the development of the whole self, including healthy balance of mental, social, emotional, and physical well-being, self-confidence and ability to succeed, sense of belonging, understanding post-secondary education, belief in using abilities to their fullest to achieve high-quality results, and positive attitudes toward work and learning. So that's all in mindsets, and that's category 1. Category 2 is and you'll probably more than likely only pick one of these areas to align with your lesson plan. Category 2 is the behavior standards. You're going to demonstrate the following standards through the lessons, activities, and small group counseling. So under this one area of mindset, under whatever foundation, you're going to have behavior standards. So you have learning strategies, self-management skills, or social skills. So let's think about how you would align to a curriculum that's not aligned with the new standards. So the way I did this is I went into the Department of Ed, looked at elementary and secondary counseling, went into PA career standards, curriculum, and then I went into a curriculum search. So you can see here, this is more focused on college and career readiness, which is fine. There's lots of different lesson plans here that you can pull from. You can pick any of these. Majority of them are not going to be connected to the new standards. Most of these are to the old standards, which is unfortunate, but that's kind of how we're doing it in Pennsylvania. So hopefully those will get updated as we go. So let's pick this one, A Letter to My Old Self. So we're going to just click on it. And you can see when I pull it up here that it actually has PA Career Work Standards. So it is aligned to the PA Career Work Standards. However, it is not aligned to the Mindsets and Behavior Standards. It goes through what does the future hold. So we're going to look through this really quick, just kind of see what kind of lesson this is. So you're going to write a personal letter to your older self. Talk about what's important to you now and what your dreams are for the future. Include your current interests. When the personal letters are complete, they should be sealed in an envelope. My school district actually does this in some of our elementary buildings, and I was tasked a few years ago with handing out these to our graduating seniors, which was actually a pretty cool moment to for them to open those little notes to themselves to see what they thought. So here are your objectives: describing the purpose of the letter. Student will compose a letter, 70% accuracy. I'm not really sure how you do that with 70% accuracy. So the resources are the sample letters. You can see those there. It goes into detail. So let's look at this one in terms of our mindsets and behaviors. So we're just going to do this kind of quickly, and I do expect you to take a little more time when it's your turn to look at your mindsets, but let's just think about that particular assignment. So let's think about what mindset standard are we looking at. It could be a couple of these. I think it could be M1, development of the whole self, but I also think self-confidence, and then it also kind of falls under understanding post-secondary education. But I actually am going to go with self-confidence and their ability to succeed. So I'm going to say that it's an M2 right here. And then you can kind of go whichever way you want. I am going to put this under career because that's the the link it's under, and it's also tied to some CEW standards. It also might be interesting to go back in and look at see which CEW standard. I think it's one of the, I think it's the third one, 13.2 career acquisition, and then to compose a personal letter. So that's how it fits in. Now remember, this also for a fifth grader would be an artifact. So you could keep a copy of that letter in the child's folder, however you're collecting artifacts, and then that could be a part of that as well. So going back here, so we're going to say self-confidence and the ability to succeed for me. And then what are we looking for? We're looking at self-motivation. So this could be one. BLS4, applying self-motivation, self-direction to learning. Setting high standards, maybe. I don't know. How about this one? This is a good one. BLS7, identifying long and short-term academic, career, and social emotional goals. Yes, absolutely. So I think those two under learning strategies for sure. Some of these are a little further out. Maybe the first one, demonstrating ability to assume responsibility. I think this is absolutely using effective oral and written skills because you're writing a letter. You're asking the students to do that. I think that would be enough at this point. And you certainly could look at it from a different perspective. You could put a different slant on it. But the goal is always to bring it back to that. So that is your job. You're going to go into here into the curriculum search. You're going to find a lesson plan, not the one we just did, at any grade level, any strand that you like. You're going to look at it. You're going to print it out. You're going to pull it up just like I did here and print it out. And you're going to align it with the standards that we just went over and that you watched those two videos on. And as always, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Have a wonderful day.